Hey guys, EctoMaster here. Just want to say this. The following is entirely early, in progress, or late beta footage. Anything and everything beyond this point will contain spoilers for the upcoming expansion pack, World of Warcraft Warlords of Draenor. Thanks for watching and your support. Now let's get to the good stuff. Hey there guys, EctoMaster here. I know we're all getting tired of looking at Tanaan Jungle, but there's a reason why I'm doing this one more time. I'm giving my final thoughts on this. I know it's still early in the beta. It's only been like a month, maybe at most. And there's probably at least another month, 2 months before this game is even finished. And they could change all sorts of things at this rate. But I wanted to give my thoughts thus far on Tanaan Jungle, the intro here. Now, of course, this isn't the full intro, as there's quests in the Blasted Lands, which just got released when I did this video. Didn't realize it. I kind of realized it at the last second. I saw there was a portal to get there. And there will be a video on that. Don't worry, that's coming. Maybe later today. If not today, then it will be tomorrow. But I figured I'd go ahead and give this view on this today. Now, this is a few days old already, but I thought I'd give my thoughts on it. I really do like the intro to this. I like the setup, especially within the first couple of quests, where you have to free the, Tanaan Fiend, and Cho'Gall, and it's kind of conflicting because, you're like, wait a minute, these guys were, some of the worst, and we have to free them. That just kind of throws you for a little bit of a loop, and really sets up this. This is not the world and the people that we know. This is not them, because in no way, shape, or form would Tanaan still be an orc or a shaman or a warlock, let alone alive. And there's no way Cho'Gall isn't crazy. So yeah, I love how it throws you for that loop. And hey, this is the past. This is when they were probably not at their peak, but just before they realized it. And this is how different the world has become. I do like seeing that. That definitely does bring in a bit of a different feel and a different vibe. And it's kind of the idea that I love about alternate realities and things like that. So, no, this isn't the world that you know. It is vastly different. That being said, I also like the fact that essentially, and this is where you have to where everyone has to realize that things are different. I've been complaining recently a lot about the fact that the Alliance and Horde are pretty much getting the same quest to start with up until your garrisons are built, and then after your garrisons are built, the quests take a divergence and they go different directions. And then I kind of sat back and thought on it a little bit more and realized that with the exception of Wrath of the Lich King, in Burning Crusade, in Cataclysm, and in Mist of Pandaria, all the quests for Alliance and Horde are pretty much the same. There may be a few deviations and differences, but they are pretty much the same. And to be quite honest, the only area that I can think that it was actually different besides Vanilla WoW, and sure, you had a similar quest, but not the same quest, is Wrath of the Lich King. And up until a point, and then of course they kind of converge and they start doing the same thing. But for the most part, when you first start out, everything is kind of different. The Alliance starting area has 2 different starting areas and 2 different types of questing, whereas the Horde has like 2 different starting areas and 2 different types of questing as well. So it's not something that it's exactly the same. Whereas in this case, the quests are exactly the same, but are given out by different characters, different models. For example, as in the scene we're seeing here with the 2 Draenei, it is actually to orcs in on the Horde side. So on Alliance, it's to Draenei. On the Horde, it's to orcs. When it's to Frostwolf orcs, to be exact, to be quite honest, they're not any other clan. And it goes throughout the whole way, and even so much so that like the NPCs that you see that help fight you and fight alongside you are not of are different as well. Like you're gonna get Draenei for the Alliance, and you're gonna get orcs for the Horde. So even that's a little bit different. On top of that, you got to remember that they are also putting the new models, so those are rendered as well. It's almost like 4 different areas all at once, kind of, sort of, not really, but in a sense, in a way, and a bit of a thought. That's how it is. It's rather interesting to come across that. It's not typical, and it's definitely as I said, interesting. It's different, and sometimes that can be really good. Sometimes that can be really, really bad. But I don't think it's all that bad. Now the thing is because it's all the same. And having done it time and time again, it does get repetitive. And there really isn't that much difference besides the getting items to drop properly, that type of thing. It's not a cohesive and straightforward view, I guess I can say. It's not something... Well, no, let me rephrase that. It is cohesive, it is straightforward, and it's, led by the hand, this is how you go. But it's not, there is no varying differences. They did add in one new quest in this, which you have to, or one new part of a quest, in which you have to defeat some kind of huge dude. And that's well and good. Sorry, I'm yawning in the middle of this. That's well and good, and I like having that. The one thing I find interesting is I am playing this, and to be quite honest, there is nothing going on because there's nobody around. This will kind of give you a taste of after everybody has started leveling. There's nothing here. Nobody's really here because everybody is now making characters that can go to the new areas, which are you can go directly to Frostfire Ridge or Shadow Moon Valley and start off there because Tanaan Jungle has been beaten to death. But the fact that you can skip those, I think some may not have noticed that you now have to kill a Gron while you are doing all the other extra work that is here. Now, this area isn't very long. I think the video itself is about half an hour long that I recorded, maybe 20 minutes. So within 45 minutes, you can actually complete all of Tanaan Jungle that is available. Now, they did announce that in a later patch. Tanaan Jungle will have an area that is for 100 plus, as it is the seat of power for the Iron Horde. And so you will see that much later. But as of right now, you only get certain areas. Each clan kind of gets like an introduction. They kind of, leader gets each leader gets an introduction, which leads to the okay, well, this is the Bleeding Hollow clan, this is this clan, this is that clan. The only one that is rather interesting is it's not Kilrog, it's Bladefist. I don't know why I'm so yawny today. It's Bladefist or Kargath, and that the cutscenes seem to be broken. They're not really cutscenes, as we'll see here in a few moments. They're kind of they're cutscenes, and you can escape out of them. But it's not something that is oh my god, it's so broken that I don't know what to do now. It is what it is, I guess you could say. It's kind of fun. There are some things that annoy me, like these stairs. They drive my eyes crazy. I don't know if anybody else does, because you are going up each and every step, and it's not a smooth transition. You are bouncing up and down each stair, which, if you're moving quickly, it can bother your eyes and really kind of disrupt how not your train of thought, but for me, it's like, oh my god, I can't take this. Please don't. Please stop. Please stop. So I don't know if that's something they're going to look into fixing. It could be a little... I don't get motion sickness, but even I get a little dizzy, I guess. My pupils don't dilate, so I get a little dizzy when I watch them going up. Now, I am playing, for those curious, I am playing a paladin. My rotation may suck. The highest level of a paladin I've gotten is probably 69, which is the highest level of a paladin I've ever gotten. So bear with me if you're tearing your hair out and nerd raging because I don't know how to play paladin, because I have not played a paladin past level 69 or 68 or whatever it is. So yeah, I haven't even gotten a 70 with a paladin. There are some quests that to me just don't make any sense, like this one with Khadgar. Okay, go find Khadgar, turn in quest, watch Khadgar burn down a building, then to follow Khadgar back over to this spot to turn in a quest, just go over to this spot. It's something that maybe could have been done in 2 stages or in 1 stage rather than 2. And instead of following Khadgar, you probably could have gone over and said, hey, as I yawn again, Jesus. He probably could have turned around and said, hey, go over here to these guys and free them. Take this trinket to help. I'll meet you back over here with everyone else. And that probably would have flowed a little bit better. Which is interesting because from this point forward, you get your quest from either Khadgar, Exarch Maladar, or that other guy. I can't remember. Of course, the next quest that we have is the kill 100 kill 100 guys and get out, which can seem like it takes a little bit of time because it is factoring in what the NPCs are doing, which is thankful. I love that. And I think if there's somebody else in the area, it'll also factor in what they're doing. But to probably get this down the quickest, you probably want to be grouped up with at least a couple of others, and everybody just kind of drop AoE and kill as many as you possibly can in a short time. Because even though it goes by quickly, as you can see, it's already up to almost 20, but it takes some time to do, and it can seem like it. I mean, all in all, it's not a bad intro. I do enjoy it. There's still a lot missing. Of course, there's the World Breaker, and there's some kind of in-game event that's supposed to happen. But then again, I think back to Mist of Pandaria, and there was supposed to be an in-game event when you hit the gong to wake up the little ox dude in the Pandaren starting area. And they never put that in. And instead decided to drop it entirely. So it's something that definitely is it could change. There's just no telling. I just hope they don't get rid of the powder keg quest, because that is fun. You run around, draw lines on the ground, and you can draw a picture with it and set it on fire. It's kind of like playing with an Etch-a-Sketch and then boom. So yeah, I don't think it's a bad start. I don't think it's a bad intro. And to be quite honest, I'm going to be doing a live stream of Alien, and we will do Horde on the channel. What I may end up doing is the other way around. I may continue with Alien and do the Alliance on this channel, because I don't really want to. I don't want to bounce back and forth between the two. Because it's like, alright, this week I'm playing that one and I'll get about 3 or 4 videos out of it. And then the next week I'll play this one, I get 3 to 4 videos out of it. And then I just kind of start falling behind. I am going to focus on one of them. I'm probably going to focus on Alien. I know my friends are wanting, no, play the Horde, I want to see the Horde. I play Horde for the most part. And therefore I really don't want to see the story spoiled too much for me for Horde. Because I have a level 90 DK, Rogue, Monk, and Hunter, all on the Horde side, and on the Alliance side I have a Monk and a DK, and that's it. So I figured I would play a Leon. I might make her a Death Knight just because I'm more comfortable with them. Or a Monk, again, because I'm more comfortable with them. I will use one of the newer models, one of the new models for the races, whether it's a Draenei, a human. I may stick with human, Night Elf. I also plan on doing some of the character models in-game, so you can see, I know I've said this a few times, but to show off the hairstyles and things like that. Because we know there are new hairstyles in the game, and they're hidden in the barbershop, and you have to go in there to check them out. So anyways, that is it for this, guys. I will be back with more Warlords of Draenor Beta. And until then, I will see you guys next time.
Bye.